Today we will be discussing the whole numbers and integers and the properties. What are integers? The integers, the natural numbers, the negative of the natural numbers and 0 together form the integers. Then it is denoted by, set of integers is denoted by I is equal to set of integers is infinite. Infinite means there is no smaller integer or the greater integer. Now properties of the integers are also known as the directed numbers. Integers are also known as directed numbers. Why? Because they have a direction and a size or magnitude. Directions can be positive or negative. Then the absolute value of integers is the value of the integer irrespective of the sign. Suppose we have to find the absolute value of absolute value of say -4. Will be equal to, and it is written as the integer in between two bars, and that will be equal to 4. Absolute value of the integer is the value of the integer irrespective of the sign. Whether it is negative or positive, the absolute value will always be the same. Then the properties of addition. Addition of integers and whole numbers. I am taking the problem integers first. First property is closure property. Suppose A and B are two integers. When we add those integers, the result is also an integer, that is C. Example, we take +2 plus -3 will be equal to -1. +2 is a positive integer, -3 is a negative integer, and the result is a negative integer, that is -1. Why? Because when signs are same, we add, and when signs are different, we subtract. If we solve this problem, this plus 2 will remain as it is, plus into minus will be minus 3, and when sign the difference, subtract the smaller number from the greater number and put the sign of the greater number. 3 minus 2 is 1 and greater sign is minus, so it will be minus 1. Second property is cumulative property. Commutative property of addition says if two integers are added, suppose a and b are added, it will be equal to b plus a. That means if we change the order of the addends, the result will always be the same. Suppose I take plus 5 plus 2 will be same as plus 2 plus 5. That is plus 5 plus 2 is plus 7. Signs are same. You add the numbers and put the sign of the same sign. This is equal to plus 7. This is cumulative property which says if the order of the addends, what are addends? Addends are those numbers which have to be added. So a and b are two addends. When they are added, it will be equal to b plus a. That is plus 5 plus 2 will be same as plus 2 plus 5. That means change of order has no effect. Then associative property of addition. Suppose there are three integers a, b, in this case, if we change the grouping, there are three integers a plus b plus c. The first example, we have grouped b and c together. That will be same as a plus b together plus c. A plus is equal to a plus c grouped together plus b. Suppose we take the same numbers, 5 plus 2 plus 4 will be equal to 5 plus 2 plus 4, 5 plus 4 plus 2, 5 plus 6, 7 plus 4 and 9 plus 2. In all these three cases, the result will be, the end result will be 11. So we can say that addition of integers is closed under the associative property. Then next is additive identity. If an integer is added to 0 or 0 is added to an integer, the result will be the integer itself. 1 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. This is, so 0 is known as the additive identity. In case of subtraction of integers, these properties they do not hold good. When I say do not hold good, that means suppose I take the closure property of subtraction of integers. Suppose a is 2 plus minus 3 is minus 1. This is an integer. Okay. Suppose 2 plus 0, 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 5. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2 and minus -1 plus 0 is equal to -1. So in case of subtraction, the closure property will hold good, but the other properties, like the cumulative property, associative property and additive identity will not hold good. So only this property holds good for subtraction. Then we move on to multiplication of integers. Closure property, when we multiply two integers a and b, the result will be also an integer. -2 multiplied by 3 will be equal to -6. -2 is an integer, 3 is a positive integer, and the result 3 into 2 are 6, -6 is also an integer. The closure property for multiplication holds good. Cumulative property, when we multiply two integers and we change the order of the multiplicants, the result will be the same. That is, -2 multiplied by -3 will be same as -3 multiplied by -2. That is +6 plus 6. In case of integers, when signs are same and we multiply, the product will always be positive. Two negative numbers when multiplied together give you a positive product. When a negative integer and a positive integer are multiplied, then the result will be, the product will be negative. In case of associative property, if you change the grouping of the integers, the result of the product, you can say, will always be the same. That is, changing of the grouping does not have any effect on the product. Two multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 will be same as 2 into 3 multiplied by 4 the same as 2 into 4 multiplied by 3. In all the cases, the product will be 24. So we can say the associative property of multiplication holds good. Then multiplicative identity. If we multiply an integer by 1 or multiply 1 by the integer, the result will be the integer itself. We can say that 1 is the multiplicative identity. When we multiply an integer with 0, the result will be 0 itself. A multiplied by 0 will be same as 0 multiplied by A, and that will be equal to 0. Then there are certain special properties of multiplication, that is distributive property. Of multiplication. Over addition.